This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Hello, 2 years.
Yep, we are doing our 2-year anniversary, and before we really dive in and introduce all our patrons, I do apologize for some audio discrepancies if my audio comes off sounding weird and echoey. It's because I am not in my normal sound booth. I had to take it down to getting new windows put in my house. And, my sound booth took up 75% of the window. So, kind of had to take that down for them to measure and then eventually install. So, might sound a little off for the next couple weeks. We'll see. But with us today, celebrating our 2nd anniversary, is our awesome patrons, which include Boom.
What's up?
Riku.
Yo.
Purple Archer.
Howdy.
And True Speak.
Ariana Grande.
Oh, no, please don't.
And we'll get there.
No, we'll get there, definitely. And so, yeah, we brought them in to do an early patron chat that we normally do at the end of the month, but because it's our 2nd anniversary, we said, screw it, we'll do it a week early. So, I know the first half of the show, we're going to dive into the music of Final Fantasy, which I know True Speak brought up.
No,
or not just music?
No.
Or just Nomura?
That's a big part of it, but
okay.
Let me cue it up.
Okay, there you go.
So Nobuo Uematsu, who's the godfather of all the music, he wrote the Crystal theme, the main theme, all the music from the golden age of Final Fantasy came from him, and so he has a podcast and recently had Hironobu Sakaguchi as a guest. And Uematsu made some interesting comments regarding Sakaguchi's departure in 2003. And I've written down here, he said, quote, "Maybe Sakaguchi isn't aware of this, but the situation at Square was awful after he quit. He left and the organization suddenly collapsed. I thought to myself, oh no, I should get away from here." And although Uematsu commended Square for eventually recovering, the argument could be made that once Sakaguchi left, and Uematsu left soon thereafter, once they left Square, Final Fantasy was never really the same. So the question that to get us started is, what do we feel about that? Do we agree that Square collapsed after Sakaguchi left? And Sakaguchi left, it was pretty much after the Spirits Within movie kind of just was a huge fail. He executive produced 10-2, and that was it. So after that, he had left. But do we think that Final Fantasy or Square collapsed, and did they ever really recover?
It was obviously a clear shift in the games from that point. And I think I'm glad you point out which games that like were the last ones.
I was going to say we need to draw the line. Yeah.
Yeah, because it does become kind of very visually apparent that like those games after that were very different. I'm not gonna say they're bad. I can't comfortably call them bad, but different is a direction they went for sure.
I mean, he barely worked, so he was very limited on 10. And I think 10 is, for me, it's my second favorite. So personally, when I hear that, I disagree because I think 10 is incredible. I also love 12. It's high up there for me also. And I don't think he had any involvement in that. I like, 14 he's not involved with other than giving the inspiration to that game. 15 he wasn't involved with. I enjoyed 15 for all its flaws. Yeah, I don't think it collapsed. It's just like Archer said, it's different.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Like, I don't think it never really got bad. It definitely changed. You can tell that in the way the games are after 10 too. But I don't think it really suffered too bad in my opinion.
I think it kind of becomes a split of the people who just are reluctant to change in their franchise, and then the people who just kind of still come every entry and have a fun time. Like,
shout out.
But that's that's the best part about Final Fantasies. If you don't like one of them, well, good luck for you. There's freaking 16 of them.
Yeah, right.
Plus all the spin-offs.
16 mainline games.
Yeah.
Not counting all the 30 plus side games that they have over the years. But yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement to where like I don't think it collapsed or anything. It just, I mean, they changed directions. I know recently they said, even with the success of Expedition 33 with like the turn-based combat and everything they did within it, Square did say like we're obviously revisit turn-based stuff, but it's all based on the type of game that they're wanting to put out. So, I mean, it is what it is.
They painted Expedition 33 as some Square Enix Final Fantasy killer.
Freaking savior. Yeah.
It's not. It never was going or trying to be. It's just another good game.
Yeah.
Like,
if anything, it was paying homage,
Exactly.
No, it was definitely paying a homage to Final Fantasy, and without a doubt. I mean, with the devs of 33 people or 31 people making this game, and in interviews they even said like they were inspired by obviously Final Fantasy, because what freaking JRPG isn't? Like, I mean, Final Fantasy was freaking based off D&D, for crying out loud. And then eventually, spawned a plethora of other RPGs over the 4 decades it's been around.
I still think the interesting thing is it's the turn-based aspect that people are so quick to associate with Final Fantasy, which is why they connected to Expedition 33.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It probably is, 16 just wasn't really well received. There's a lot of reasons why it's not Final Fantasy, but one of the most glaring is it's a straight-up action RPG. And so because that wasn't successful, it's an easy target to just go, yeah, Final Fantasy, just go back to turn-based, look at all the success, and that's what you are. I really don't understand how turn-based and Final Fantasy go hand in hand when I don't necessarily think that's even the case.
If you look at all the games, like the amount that are true turn-based is only a little bit like less than half. So like the franchise itself is equally like representative of multiple gameplay styles back now. So like I do think it's kind of weird.
When they introduced the ATB gauge in Final Fantasy 4?
I think it was 4.
And it was a mix
really
between they mixed it between turn-based. It was like a hybrid even then. It was a mix between turn-based and ATB, all the way up to 10, or not even 10, past 10.
I would say even 13 has a like evolution of ATB turn-based.
13 is ATB.
Yeah. So really, it wasn't until 15 it became an action.
Steven, I think you're muted. If you were trying to talk, maybe.
How about now? I was sitting on my mic.
There you go.
I was gonna say, 12 is like that kind of hybrid where it's still ATB, but you just don't see the bar. Like you attack when you attack. You don't. Well, yeah, you do see the bar, but it's not like it's kind of off to the side. So they have experimented. 10 is purely turn-based.
Yeah, you'd be so proud. I just started up Zodiac Age like last
Yay!
week. So, in preparation for Tactics, because 12 is a prequel to Tactics.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it matters which way they go with the next one. Like some people are gonna love it, some people are not gonna love it. So it's like
the franchise is so split by now. Yeah, like you're gonna have the same kind of comments for every release now.
And
you have the hardcore,
and sadly the internet exists. So
yeah,
like you have the hardcore people who want turn-based. You have the hardcore people who don't want it to go back to turn-based, and then you have us who don't care. We're gonna play it anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Turn-based is on. It's the least of my issues with games. Like if a Final Fantasy, like I enjoyed 15, it's not turn-based at all. 14 is not turn-based.
I heavily enjoyed 16. Like, I actually really liked Clive as a protagonist because he was extremely relatable throughout the entire game.
Shout out Ben Starr.
Right. The voice cast is amazing, and
Dude, Ben,
it
like,
was such
that scene
a
when, like without spoilers, like that the Phoenix scene where he's like screaming, it's a black screen, you just hear him like gut wrenching, like I love that.
Like
my only problem with 16 was no party, right?
Yeah, okay, well, that's fair.
That's my
fair.
only the whole. And I know, like, the protagonist of Final Fantasy has that lone wolf type, lightning, cloud, like, I want to be...
But they always have a party.
I get that. Yeah, but they always have a party, to help that character development. He just didn't have that. And that, to me, what was lacking. The action RPG, that's fine, Devil May Cry. I actually kind of enjoyed it. If you weren't just button mashing and you learned the system well enough, it was fun. The story was phenomenal. The voice acting, I mean, really... As far as the voice acting is concerned, probably the best in the series, straight up. And 14 is great, but man, 16 is just so good. It's just you didn't have a party. That was my only gripe.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's
technically you did. You just didn't control them or see any services on them or nothing.
Yeah. Or see any like damage that they do. But like the story of 16 was phenomenal. Like I love how dark and gritty it got. And we've had dark stories in Final Fantasy, but this got like Game of Thrones dark and gritty.
It does just scream. Like I didn't understand what you meant by calling it Game of Thrones constantly until I played it. But the moment I played it, I'm like, oh.
I mean, the opening scene with
everything.
Kafka, or is it Kafka? Whatever, Kupka, getting all these K names and anime mixed up. Kupka and Benedicta, just seeing that scene, I was like,
yeah,
this is straight up Game of Thrones,
right?
It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then just the giant kaiju fights. That was just awesome. That was just me being a Godzilla fan and loving kaiju stuff.
I love
Chef's
how
kiss.
Ifrit
Great.
Looks like Godzilla almost.
Ifrit looked awesome. Oh, Ifrit was amazing. But anyway,
But I guess back to what we were talking about. It's those types of changes. You know, the fact that they deviated and said, "We're not going to do a party." They need to take those kind of risks. Because the series can't evolve unless it. Can you imagine if 6 never did the whole steampunk, Magitech thing? How much of the Final Fantasy universe would be lacking if it didn't have that?
Literally
I don't think we would have a franchise if they were all the same.
Right. Yep. And so I think that's good. And frankly, the fact that Sakaguchi left, and I get it, he's laid the foundation for Final Fantasy, but the series can't evolve if it's the same dude spitting the same ideas out over and over, because you end up, I mean, let's face it, you end up with the Spirits Within, which I really like, but nobody else really did, and
well, with Final Fantasy as a whole, and why it's such a long running franchise is because every mainline game, they've added stuff to it or completely changed it, and that's why it's constantly growing, because there's always something for everyone regardless. And that's, I mean, in gaming as a whole, you have to completely change things up just to be progressive in the industry. You can't use the same old thing every single time. Assassin's Creed.
If you did,
that's what's been stuck in my head this whole conversation.
Now, granted, Assassin's Creed Shadows is phenomenal, and I liked what they did with it. But like all the older games, that's why they felt so stale, because it was the same thing every single game.
Yeah,
with Final Fantasy, it's something different every time.
If you don't have 6, 7, 8, the impact of 9 doing that callback to the originals doesn't hit as hard. Like, people would be like, yeah, this would be more of the same. You need that breaking up to where it's doing futuristic and steampunk and whatever you would describe 8 as. You have to go, once you get 9, you're like, oh man, this is just like the old game. I love these. But you still love 6, 7, 8. It's just different. And it gives you that appreciation whenever you get to 9. And then when you get to 10, everything is way different. It's like post-apocalyptic and futuristic, and it's you gotta change things up.
Kingdom Hearts storyline.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Pike Manir. Oh gosh, you have a whole paragraph. He says in chat, in the modern age, what change could they make that would make earth-shattering? Crazy changes happen often, but what change could they make that is both actually an extreme distance or of previous games that has been potential of an amazing game? Bonus points if the fandom generally likes it, but like that's ever gonna happen. Well, yeah,
I think the 7 remakes are a good example. Like they blended the nostalgia of the originals. They didn't deviate so much away from it where you're like, well, this is a completely different game / story. But they also mixed in the action adventure type of fighting. Like, it wasn't turn-based. You had the party, but it's not like where they're sitting still in just a straight line. They're moving around the arena. You can switch to different party members. Like, they changed things up enough to where you're still getting that Final Fantasy feel, but you're not so different where you're like, ugh.
And it's also, they also changed it to the point of, hey, this is Final Fantasy VII, but this is also a different Final Fantasy VII. So people who played the original go back and play this one as like, this is amazing still. It's still 7, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah. So they could keep doing things like that. Just take the foundation that you already have. You have an incredible foundation with 16, like we said, 16 mainline games, tons of spin-offs. Take that foundation and build upon it. You don't have to do something so different that, like you said in the thing, it's earth-shattering. Don't try and be earth-shattering. Try and be good.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do earth-shattering wise to change up. It's just they can do stuff to improve what they currently have.
Right.
Just
at this point, everything's been done almost in the year 2025. So
I'm gonna continue on with what Steve was saying and also address Box Girl's comment. She said, I heard a bunch of hate for the 7 remakes too, heathens. That was because everybody just wanted the same thing when the 7 remake came out as 7, and they didn't want the merged. I always leap to defend the remake because the merge of current gaming with the 7 story and characters, I thought was a way to get people into the franchise because you're reaching across the aisle into what people are used to playing, but also a beautifully woven homage to people who played the original 7 and wanted to see it done today with today's technology. I don't understand why sometimes people can't just let us have nice things, maybe is what I'm going for.
Well, and even with the 7 remake, trilogy, because we're still getting a third one, it's like, it's just like all these live action reboots we keep getting in TV and like some, like a lot of them, like, so How to Train Your Dragon, for a very good example, is just a copy and paste of the animation, which is fantastic. And then I can understand the other half where a lot of the other live actions deviate and aren't the best. But with games, it's just like, hey, here's an homage to the original game. We're adding stuff to it to enrich the experience, and also it's still in the same continuity because, hey, now there's like, and spoilers, a multiverse. So the original 7 still happened, and now here's an alternate like timeline of story. And it's also,
and they
you can't dog on it because it's the original creator of 7 who's doing this entire trilogy, by the way. It's the guy who made 7 who's doing the 7 remake trilogy. I mean, it's his baby, it's his work. And if you didn't know, when they originally were coming out with 7, he had to scrap like 50% of the original storyline.
And that's what it is. If you have the leeway to not only tell the story in a more expansive way, just because either technology or just the fact you have 3 games to tell that story, in addition to tell it to the modern audience, which is either older and experienced more or brand new and just has a new context into the way that the world is, I think that's a prime opportunity not to just rehash what was done and upgrade the graphics, but to actually provide a whole new experience with the spirit of what you had. Because part of me in seeing Sakaguchi's or Uematsu's comments about the collapse of Square and such, and the fact that we have the remakes, right? We have Final Fantasy Tactics, we have all this teasing of 9, which is all the time. It's like,
who knows if we'll ever get that at this
right,
point.
right. And then we obviously have the remake trilogy. Is that Square simply going back to the well and just trying to, milk it for all it's worth and just trying to, recapture the golden age of Sakaguchi, or is it just continuing on with the spirit and doing what's appropriate? Like Tactics, that makes sense to just because the story itself was already so good. Granted, I just watched my roommate play. I never actually played, but by all accounts,
such a good game.
Yeah, it's a really good game, and the story's one of the best in the series. Yeah,
them adding it to
the voice acting,
adding the voice acting to it, and adding a lot more depth to it, to where you're not just reading dialogue, you're actually hearing it, is going to change it completely. Like, it's going to add a lot more depth for the characters.
Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of not to get into politics or anything, because I try to avoid that with video games, but I mean, let's face it, right now the political climate is just it's almost prime for a game like Tactics, which was very heavy into the political discourse, right? So
much so that you see those fake screenshots of Tactics.
Yeah, right. People just like, I don't like capitalism, so I'm going to make a Final But I think that's just part of the evolution of the series. Is you're going to have opportunities to take what was old, make it feel brand new, introduce it to a new audience. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So absolutely not.
I don't know if you saw me almost leap out of my chair when you said get political, because I was going to start my next comments off with, I'm going to put a tinfoil hat on for a minute, and I'm going to say the Square after Sakaguchi left, I'm sure A, there was a lot of panic, B, there was a lot of question marks, and I have to think that just like any other corporation in the world, any other successful franchise, that we're probably thinking, what's trending? What are people buying outside of our franchise? And they were probably taking notes from that and trying to give people what they want. But much like me with my 4 kids, I think Square sometimes is in situations where they're going, there's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sitting in front of you. Why are you telling me you didn't want it? This is what you asked me to make you, and I gave it to you. And now you're saying that the distaste exists for what's in front of you.
Prime example of that is Strangers of Paradise. Is, hey, we want to make a Souls game, and here you go. And it was successful as a Final Fantasy game, but like, no one talks about it because it is a spin-off game. It's not a mainline game or anything, and it connects to the original, which, you know, not a whole lot of people at least in today, would be playing.
Well, so to touch on something,
not including us, obviously, because we would be playing them.
Well, I was gonna say, to touch on something, I'm gonna talk in the second half. Starting to listen to the podcast, that's when I went back and played the Pixel remaster, because you guys kind of got me more interested in the first 6. And I mean, I was all up in the Discord talking about 1 through 6 while I was playing them. But when I was playing the first one, I felt like I was looking for UFOs when they were mentioning the story about the first 4 warriors that they bring up in Strangers of Paradise. And that's why I was really gassed up about trying to play it, because, and I still am, don't get me wrong, I do want to go see those storylines be connected. But to round all of my comments up, so I wrote a little summary of how I wanted to talk about this topic. And I just wrote, it can be, but it will never be. So Final Fantasy can be successful. It can be wildly successful, in my opinion, if they keep making people angry, in my opinion, by doing different things. I know that people didn't like the action JRPG move, but they push boundaries. That's just what they do. And as long as they keep it fresh, keep it different, and don't say stagnant like we were discussing, I think that's okay. But you cannot replace the Gooch, and you cannot replace Uematsu. You can,
absolutely not. No.
You can give us Soken, and I have all of the bows for Soken, because 14 is an amazing piece of work for an OST, in my opinion. And you can try to emulate those feelings you got in the first D&D ones, but you have to mold it into something new, because you're not those people also, like y'all were saying.
You're not him. You'll never be him.
You're not that guy, pal.
Exactly.
Yeah, and with Square as a whole, and as a how they make their games, they evolve their games with every single entry into whatever franchise they do. I mean, look at Kingdom Hearts; it's completely different every single game, including the side games,
and it's gonna be completely different again, apparently.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna be ridiculous, especially now using Unreal Engine 5, and supposedly there's a lot of rumors they're actually bringing back the Final Fantasy characters for that one. Cross your fingers.
Well, if you played the DLC for 3,
they added them. They brought back the Final Fantasy characters in the DLC, but still, they should have been in the full. They should have been in the full game to begin with. They shouldn't be DLC. Just saying.
They just replaced the Maleficent Pete story arc with anything Final Fantasy in 3. I would have loved.
That's funny. That's hilarious. I'm a Disney fan, so I'm gonna say put some respect on Maleficent's name.
But... No. Don't get me wrong. I love Maleficent. I don't give a damn what's in that black box.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
Okay, but I think I've said this before. I think 3 was Disney's final hurrah, and I think 4 is their letting go of the handshake with Disney. And I think they're gonna. What's the game that I've been told? The World of Tomorrow or something. It was kind of like a side game that looks like Kingdom Hearts. But I've been told they're gonna move kind of closer to that style.
So I mean, they're still gonna have collaborations with Disney. It's just not gonna be. I don't think 4 is gonna be as Disney focused as 1 through 3 were. Specifically 3, because that was solely Disney focused. They're definitely going to
Pixar.
Pixar. Oh god.
The entirety of Let It Go. Why? I want to.
Here,
and
let
it's
me
gonna
summon
be a rhythm game like the
Here, let me summon
part.
an attraction every combo. Oh god, I hated that. The combat was way too easy. Anyway, that's Kingdom Hearts Lorecast for you. There's a podcast already on the network for that. Go check that out. Oh gosh. But I think it's a good time to segue into our mid break.
I think so.
And you guys might hear some new sounds, so be prepared.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month. Or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
And welcome to the mid show. If you haven't noticed, that was the ASEAN theme. Why
it
not?
didn't come through on my end.
Yeah. I guess I gotta re-listen to it.
Sound like I'm listening to it underwater.
So here we want to thank all of our amazing patrons, including all four of the patrons with us today. Thank you guys for supporting us so much. And if you want to support the show and come on the show once a month, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes, or even join us once a month on the show itself. And you can also now, if you're subscribed, every 3 months, you will get a brand new t-shirt for free for just being subscribed on Patreon. And if you are in the lower tiers, you will get stickers of those shirts. Just the logo that I put on the shirt, you'll get it as a sticker. And you can also leave us ratings, reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read out the next time on the show, which we do have some 3 comments to read from our part 1 of Arden. So from Supreme Instinct, I will never forgive or forget. Nomura and Square Enix will pay for their crimes on how they ruined Versus and OG Noctis. I can almost guarantee if that game, storyboard, and character designs, along with Stella and not Luna, would have been every Final Fantasy fan favorite top 1 in the main line. I'm saying that 15 is still great and one of my favorites. That's fair. The original art that they were going to use for Noctis was fire, in my opinion. It looked awesome. And they kind of rehashed it in Kingdom Hearts for that spin-off thing they used, I think. It's like, okay. No, a game that they almost copy and pasted it was, it's a game that's coming out sometime this year. It's a new, God, I can't remember. I just had freaking advertisement at work for it. I'll get back to you on that one. And then from Summer of Heroes, my favorite antagonist. Thank you for doing this episode. I can recon Azuna was another person he demonified and stole memories from. Oh. Okay. And from Bayleaf, I will never forgive Square Enix for canceling the DLCs. As much as I love the book, there was so much lost potential. They had the DLC been released, the refused ending in episode Arden would have led to all the DLCs from the book.
We found somebody who loved the book.
Yeah.
I've read it too. I've said multiple times that those DLCs should have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a mod. There's a mod for 14 that adds gravestones for all the DLCs that got canceled to just be on the world.
How dare!
I saw it on the Steam Workshop. I cracked up.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. And then you can also find us in a few different Discord servers. The Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcast and Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. And some really cool news, we are around 5,000 downloads away from hitting 50,000, so we'll hit that probably here in the next month or so, which is super exciting.
So go tell your friends so we can get Ben Starr on the podcast.
And I just found out we are... You're going to laugh at the number. We are number 69 in the top 100 animation and manga of all time chart.
Just stay there. Can we just stay there? Let's get better, but stay at 69.
Exactly.
So,
nice.
Just steady growth.
It's just steady growth. So, yeah, I just saw that on Good Pods, and I was like, oh, well, that's convenient.
I love it.
So yeah, that all great stuff. So I don't really have anything newsworthy currently, other than, you know, it's our second anniversary. We've been doing this podcast for 2 years, which is insane. And, you know, we're obviously going to keep continuing it because we love Final Fantasy, and this franchise is probably never going to die. So we'll be here for a while.
God willing.
At least it won't die in the next 30 years. It's probably going to be, we'll have probably Final Fantasy 20 something when we're in our 60s.
And we'll still be waiting for the Final Fantasy 9 remake.
Watch your mouth.
Or Kingdom Hearts 4.
It's going to be a race on what comes out first. News for the 9 remake or news for KH4? I'm putting money.
Or Elder Scrolls. It's gonna be
Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good one there. So, well, let's get back into more of the episode.
Vacation rental hosts can make or break a vacation. Luckily, Vrbo makes it easy to find the ones who make it stress-free. Vrbo's Premier Hosts badge highlights vacation rental hosts with top-tier listings. The ones with excellent guest experience reviews, 0 cancellations, and strong ratings across the board. For trip planners who want to be hosted, not ghosted, choose Premier Hosts. Book today on the Vrbo app. If you know, you Vrbo.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before. Am I crazy? It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock. Thank God I woke up in love. With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
And if you didn't hear it, the outro of the mid-break is the level up theme from 14. So it's the fanfare with the level up that they do because it's a mix.
That sound lately.
My money is on GTA 6. LOL. That's another one.
Well, at least we have a date for that.
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. That will get pushed.
Now.
It's going to get pushed. I don't care what people say. I get people coming into my store at work. It's like, hey, is GTA 6 ever going to come out? It's like, well, it has a date for next year, but don't hold your breath. Until I see it physically in my store, in my hand, I don't trust Jack.
Yeah, anyway, you'll either get GTA 6 2 years after the date, or you'll get GTA 5.5.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm counting on one more re-release of 5 before we get 6. Switch 2 version.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't put it past them.
Skyrim.
Oh, God, no.
Let's see, version for $150. You
can play a 15-year-old
5.5.
They're almost tied, actually. Skyrim and GTA 5 are pretty much tied.
I was gonna say bundle it with Skyrim.
I feel like Minecraft's got to be like the Godfather, right? You can play Minecraft on anything.
Well, yeah, but Minecraft's been around. Well, fair point. That came out in 2005.
You can play Skyrim on your Alexa.
That's true. It's on mine.
I'll never forget that commercial or the smart fridge one they did. I think
both
I
are
that
real.
Was a joke, right?
Wait, they're both real. They're both real. I have it on my Alexa. It's literally one of the old school like text-based style of RPGs where it's like, hey, what do you want to do? Do this or this, and you choose, and it just goes in a path. But yes, that's a thing.
Of cheese.
It's a thing. I just love how they got Key and Peele to do. Is it or King Key?
Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah, they had him do the commercial. It was freaking hysterical. Because it was E3 2018, I think. 2017, 2018. It was like one of the last few. It was it was one of the last few E3s they ever did, and everybody's like, oh, they did this spoof commercial, and it's like, no way this is true. And then I go on my Amazon Alexa app, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually real. But anyway, so for the last half of the pod, we are diving into everybody's favorite moments that they had from the podcast in the last 2 years, and because I mean I'm sure there's plenty because of me mispronouncing shit or anything like that, or the short jokes, because that's always a thing. So who wants to go in first? I mean, I get short jokes on Witcher all the time.
I want to go and say, when was the last time Riku yelled at his car radio when listening to Ben on the way to work?
Every week. Whether it's a pronunciation, and Ben, I'm not like angry at you when I do it. I'm doing it for hilarity. But yeah, no, every week, because I go back and I listen to each episode, whether it's being streamed and OBS chopped or because I love you guys.
We appreciate
it. Whether it's like a continuity error or a pronunciation, I'm just constantly gripping my truck steering wheel. No, Angel.
Angel! Dude, that one sticks with me to this day. It's in the cutscene. In fact, I hear, when he said that, I heard Zach, Angie! I'm never going to get over that one.
I will defend him a little bit. The spelling is weird. We were looking at it, and when he said it, I was like, yeah, sure. It's Final Fantasy. You never know.
Angel.
But I love.
You never know. I think it's part of the franchise is finding out how other people say it is fun for me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when I get comments in our Spotify. It's like, I wish this guy would like read the script and everything before you guys record. And I was like, first off, the names that we were going over were never spoken. So
yeah, we'll say
it's
how
all
the hell
interpretation, my friend. So it is what it is.
I feel like if you go to the Japanese developers and are like, this is right, they'll just go,
sure.
Thumbs up, guys. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what did you say?
You don't know.
Some of these names, we gotta say, just quick tangent. Some of the names of Final Fantasy are insane. As he's reading them, I'm following along, and it's like, oh boy, this one's gonna get him because I got nothing.
Last night playing 12, I defeated the Esper, and I'm gonna butcher this, and that's fine. I'll cut Ben some slack by taking the heat on this one. Choo-choo lane.
Oh yeah, in 12, yeah, they're
Choo-choo-lane. However you pronounce that. And I just, after I beat it, I just sat back and I thought, man, Ben had a rough time with that one, and so do I.
It was a rough episode for Ben.
There's a lot of rough episodes.
The 12 names are just bananas. They're so crazy.
Well, like I'm like what Steven keeps telling me is like, wait till you get to John Trail in 14. I was like, oh no, I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Yoctoral and Zactoral, or is it Yoctal and Zac? Hey man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even try. I'm like, that place.
Like,
Here,
they'll
we're gonna
say
make
it one
something up.
time, and I don't know how to say it, and then I'll forget and I have to read it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
I'll butcher it. So, oh gosh. So who besides me messing up pronunciations, what's everybody's favorite moments from the pod? It could be, anything.
who's gonna say it first?
Oh God.
Mine is the one time we went an episode with zero mention of 14. I was
Oh,
so
God.
proud of you guys.
Oh, I forgot to do the
And then it
speech.
never
I
happened
forgot to do
again.
that meme in the mid break, man.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'll do it next week.
Yeah, we did. I think we did it 2 in a row. I was very
That's
proud
right.
of us.
You were on a streak, and then it just never happened again because we
Yeah,
all
then
just
we-
started playing it.
Yeah, we started playing it again, and we are like, now we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, man, like
Always trying to
Square.
bait you to say it too.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's a fair point.
Boom was the freaking evil. Always in the chat trying to
It'd be
trick
great,
us.
if freaking Square listens to this and is like, hey guys, we're giving you free advertisement for this game.
Yeah.
we're getting you more players. Here, help us out. Sponsor us. It'd be great.
Right.
Or just get Ben Starr on the show. We'll be fine with that too.
Or they could
Well,
just listen to us for all our wonderful ideas we have on the patron chats about how to.
Right. Hey, we would like
Pick
to
upcoming
hire
games.
your podcast for creative ideas. You don't say.
Yeah. If
Fox
you're listening,
Hero
we want that
don't-
9
They
remake.
just take them and not credit us. What do you mean?
That's fine. I just want it.
Right? As long as it happens.
I don't think there's a lack of opinions on the internet about Square if they want to go fishing for ideas.
That's true.
Waka Pika Cha Cha. What the hell is that?
Yeah, you heard it.
For when I look at first off, when I look at it, I see the PIKA and CH and it's like Pikachu.
It does look like Waka Pikachu.
It does. Forever now, it's going to be called Waka Pikachu. There we go.
That's what I'm saying.
Does Waka Pikachu play Blitzball?
Of course.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God,
Waka,
Pikachu just
Waka
have
dressed up like Pikachu.
Or
dressed
Pikachu
up like
Waka. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Now someone needs someone.
You'll see someone's fan art.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, Box Girl, that's not coming up.
It's though. I have my cards, right?
Hold on, let me go get my binder, guys. I have stuff to show you.
I refuse. I refuse to let that happen on this episode.
Fair.
And you'll just have to watch the live streams to understand what we're talking about. Find us at Ben of Temeria.
Twitch.tv/Ben of Temeria.
Yeah. It's going to be the new 14. Gotta have to go one episode without mentioning it.
Yeah, it
Somebody's
is
showing one of them off.
Well, I personally love the when you all tricked us with the Ariana Grande. It was mentioned earlier.
I despised it.
That was me, and it was not a trick. It was just
trick?
A reach along the galaxy, distance-wise, was the reach, and it was a meme that I had found. I was responsible for this. Ariana Grande, I forget what it is, but like she canonically has fought Sephiroth or something like that.
In Brave Exvius. She was a character in the mobile
Brave
game.
Exvius, yeah. Yeah,
Which
that was
she's
not a
also
trick.
in Fortnite. So I mean, if you want to expand that connections, we can like.
Hey, when you guys said it was like this was in Brave X, this is like I wouldn't put it past them. It's like everything's
Sora's
in a mobile
Brave
game.
Exvius.
Is he?
The game was actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Huh.
It was like a limited
It
time
had
gacha
one
drop.
of the best menu musics in the franchise, in my opinion.
And it's dead.
I know, man.
War Visions is about to be I think it's sunsetted already now. So the only mobile game there is now is Ever Crisis, which is a game that I would like to play if I didn't have to go through half of Final Fantasy VII and a half of Crisis Core just to get to the stuff I want.
Yeah, it's a trudge.
I uninstalled it. I gave up. I'm just gonna look at the cutscenes.
And I despise it having the gacha being weapons and not characters. I prefer to collect
So
characters.
lame.
I don't care for weapons.
Because what you want your iconic weapons. You don't want anything but the iconic weapons. Like.
And
Well,
guess
we're
what?
adding costumes here and there. Don't worry.
Whatever.
Great.
That you have to get the weapon for. So dumb. Anyway. Who else?
I'll go next. If nobody
Next.
wants to jump in.
Go for it.
Go right ahead.
I want to start off by saying, shout out Trey wherever you're at. I hope things are going your way. Been a while since we heard
Thank
from
you.
him.
I'm glad we mentioned Trey in this episode because that comes up a lot. A lot of my favorite moments are from Trey's era, like
Yeah.
saying that Mount Knowles was named after Beyonce.
Yeah, we do miss Trey. So yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while, but yeah, hope you're doing all right, dude. We're here for you. We'll always be here. So, and he's always welcome back. That's something we've told him when he departed from the show. He's always welcome to come back.
Yeah, I was just going to mention he was the first person I really hit it off with when I joined the Discord and started making the goofy, silly jokes that we do all day, every day in the Discord. Trey's ability to both fall in love with and lash out at things that didn't make sense were very entertaining for me. I wanted to show Trey some homage because he was the first factor that really brought me into the show. That being said, when I found the show on Spotify, I typed in Final Fantasy and you guys were the first thing that came up. I was working a job where I was spending a lot of alone time in my truck and on the job. And I want to say y'all had like 40-ish episodes already out. And I ripped through all of them. Just kind of, you guys became my inner dialogue at that point. And that job was terrible for a lot of reasons, but you guys really talked me through that job with some familiar voices in the back of my mind. So that's really the fond memory of the beginning of this podcast for me.
Oh, don't make me teary-eyed already.
It's terrifying that we're your inner dialogue.
Oh, have you met me? No, you guys are the voice of reason. You know what I mean?
It's more troubling for Steven being the inner dialogue.
That's true.
Yeah, my story is pretty similar. I'm on the road a lot and travel a lot for work, so I just got bored one day, turned it on. I think you guys only had like 10 episodes at the time. So like I binge watched those, binge listened to those. Then I finally joined the Discord, and I remember when I started joining the Discord, it was like me, Ben, Steven, Trey, and I think like one other person, Sharp. I think we were Sharp, and that was it.
Yeah.
And
now we're
it's Sharp.
Discord's now 80 plus strong, so it's growing. And I was making the Discord. I was just making it for my shows, have people to, hang out and stuff. I was not going to be, never thinking it was going to be any, like, groundbreaking stuff for anybody or anything like that. Just somewhere, place to hang out. And just, I was tagged in comments by Mr. Evil and then True Speak as well. And, like, just reading both the comments, I was like, it just blew my mind that I created something to help you guys get through anything, through your days, just have somewhere to be yourself. And it's just amazing. And oh my God, I'm starting to cry.
It's awesome for us too.
It worked.
Like,
we did it. Mission accomplished, everyone.
Mission accomplished, yeah.
And the Discord's free. Do you know how many people make the Discord Patreon exclusive? Not.
God, no, never. No,
come talk to us.
It's
I'm
crazy.
not having anybody pay for a stupid Discord. Just have something on the internet for people to belong, and like no judgment for anybody. Like we just talk about whatever we want. Try not to talk about like putting the Discord rooms. Nothing political, because I made the Discord to get away from all that. Like because no one needs that in their life. Like period. I mean, politics is politics. It's whatever. You can listen to wherever for that, but like as a community of gamers, manga, anime, whatever you want to talk about, like
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Like I remember it's a year and a half ago when I first joined it. It was literally I would get like a notification like once a day.
Yeah.
New message, and now it's just constantly
blows up your
going
phone,
off.
I'm sure.
I love seeing all the dots every time I open my phone. Just like, wow, we're bumping today.
But it's the same thing with Twitch. It's like I was one of the first subs he had for Twitch. It's just me, Riku, and Boxgirl. Now we have some new people.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy.
I've never thought anything like this would be a thing, but I'm glad it is, and I appreciate every single one of you. And obviously it's going to keep going strong. So, and
I was going to say, you're not done,
the moon.
Oh God, no. This ain't going nowhere. And yeah, we'll go to the moon because Final Fantasy has gone to the moon. So if anybody wants to, donate a lunar whale to us, by all means.
The real one, not in the game. We'll take a lunar
I was
whale.
going to donate one to everybody. I would donate one to everybody here, even.
Everyone deserves a
but 14 doesn't let me do it. I can't just give people.
You can't give him out.
God,
Can
because I would
I-
drive to your house and kiss you in the mouth.
Don't wasn't expecting that.
All right, I'll call that.
Can I give my?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I give my favorite?
Absolutely.
So I think I should start with I discovered you all. It was right after I played Rebirth. I was all in my feelings because I felt all the feelings after that, and I needed my Final Fantasy fix. I listen to podcasts when I work out, and happened to, find Final Fantasy Lorecast, and went immediately to the Cloud episode. And honestly, at first, it's like you hear it, and yes, you may say, why did you mispronounce that? But I think that's part of the charm of it, and part of the real reason why I think so many of us gravitate to you all. there's so many things on the internet, whether it's different fandoms and such, that are almost elitist in some ways, you know, and that's
almost inhuman even.
Yeah, right. And it's kind of off-putting because I don't think any of that stuff replaces passion for something, you know. And as I was listening to all the different podcasts, the one like real where I was like, yo, these people are really passionate, was listening to Trey and Steven go over the Final Fantasy IX stuff. I'm like, yo, I love this, because as they're talking, you felt that passion, that pure just love for the franchise. And then you get to all the other patron chats, and yo, these people are talking about which of these Final Fantasy characters they want to eat. That's wild. That's crazy. That's the stuff that I think about because I have that love for the franchise. I think about those types of things. And again, it's not being elitist or just anything like that. That's so real. And that's really rare to find. Believe it or not, just finding people that you can relate to and not feel like, because I'm not an expert like Box Girl just knows every Final Fantasy from. I'm not like that. I play Final Fantasy, I love it, and I forget so many things, but I still have that passion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that with everybody in the community. And what you've built within what starts as a podcast and really a feeling that amount of passion, and then going to the Discord and then connecting with people that have that same passion and are not like, yeah, we disagree about stuff, and yeah, maybe I don't really
lightly.
Yeah, but it's never like it's never, no one's ever super condescending or no one's ever putting anyone down. Everyone is just so welcome, because again, I think it's that pure just love for the franchise that connects us all together. And like I said in my comment that I tagged you in, I'm gonna be real with you all. Like, for my whole life, I've always felt like I've been trying to fit in. And it's very rare to say that you belong somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I belong with y'all. And it's not, it is because of that connection, but it's because we're all just like-minded individuals that are we're not too good. We're not too, like, you know, we're not trying to gatekeep a certain fandom because, like, oh, you need to meet these requirements. Or no, like, we talk about anything and probably bring up Final Fantasy 14 more times than we should, and talk about our latest MTG pool, because and nobody cares, right? Nobody cares, and we all love it. So yeah, I just want to say that I super appreciate you all. I have a hard job, got 2 kids, one of which I got, special needs son, autistic, and life gets hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And so the fact that I can connect with you all in like, once a month here on the Discord all the time, all the stuff that's going on in the world, like, I don't know. And yeah, I just want to let y'all know that. Appreciate you all, everyone here, everyone on the Discord. Shout out to, and how do you say, someone's got to tell me how to say Pickaninnier. How do you say it?
We don't know.
Pickaninniers.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got questions.
Miners.
You need to stream or something, because you be entertaining me, like, I'll just be like, wow, man, this guy, it's very entertaining, and it's always a bright spot on my day. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. One of the good things about this whole group, even in Discord, is like, we all love Final Fantasy, but we all also have our favorite, all kinds of stuff about. It's like, Steven with 9, like, you get anything about 9, everybody just goes to Steven. You want to know something about 8, you just go to Riku. There's something about 13, you just come to me in Purple. Like, we all have, you go on something about 14, the first, main and the first 2 expansions, go to Ben. He hasn't caught up for everybody else, but
right.
So
Yeah.
Ben will tell you about it first.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely.
Like, if you want to know about pretty much everything between 1 and 7, go to Box Girl. Like, we all have our specialties, and like, we help each other out, kind of, we're not so big-headed about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really, like, I'm glad that you guys have brought that up, because when I first joined, I gotta dip out here in a second, but when I first joined, like, you guys, I felt like, oh, I haven't even played nearly as much Final Fantasy as guys. I'm like out of my head when I'm doing this, but like meeting all you guys, but like, Boom's right. We all have individual, like, kind of strengths, and it's like, well, yeah, That's the 9 guy, and it's like you don't need to play all of them to love Final Fantasy, and that's made me realize that like True said, we do have a place here, and it's great that you guys have made that place for us.
We want to go on those adventures with you. I mean, just look at Pikmineers. His 10 commentary has been, like True said, golden. I mean, he's so playing through 10 because he brings all of the emotion and narrative into the Discord. And yeah, we are there for not just Pikmineers, everybody. With the 14, like I just wait for like Steve or somebody to come in and just be like, oh, I got to that part. Like True, just I like that part of our little community that we've made, is that, like True was saying, there's no gatekeeping unless it's keeping it open, because we want to see you find more reasons to be here and to discuss and to love and to have opinions. And
yeah. You could even say Squall is your favorite. We won't make fun of you for it too much.
Too much being the words in there. Yeah.
No, we used to make an announcement at the top, like
whatever.
Usually when we were covering these things,
whatever. That's all I have to say.
We used to say, like, listen, we're not experts, because
you'll
find out very quickly after listening to us. There's a lot we don't know about, and we're not gonna pretend to, because that would be silly. We'll get called out. And you're right. There are so many groups out there that are like, oh, you don't know about this thing? You're not even a real fan. Yeah, like no, I haven't played the first 3. I don't know when I'll get around to it.
Boo this man! No, I'm just kidding.
What do you mean you haven't played Crystal Chronicles? It's like, first off, we'll hold up.
I haven't played Theater Rhythm, and I never will. There's a lot of things, like I don't like Chocobo Racing.
You play Theater Rhythm.
he'll never play Chocobo GP.
Never. And that's okay. We joke around.
But it's Chocobos.
Well, we'll hold up now. A sacrilege right there.
But nah, like, it makes our day go by faster too. I mean, mine, I'm sitting at work bored out of my mind, and I get 1,000 notifications. Me and Riku in the middle of my day are talking back and forth about 8, 9, 10, whatever it may be.
Crossing streams.
Yeah, crossing streams, whatever it is. It just, So we appreciate it just as much as you guys.
Oh yeah, like this what we created is something special, and I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, amazing to be part of something like this and being something creative. I work retail, so my job's not hard or anything like that, and everybody knows at this point where I work. But also seeing just the love.
Bath and Beyond, right?
Sure.
I thought it was Best Buy.
No, no, I'm better. Hey, we're the only specialty stores still around. Thank you. Which is kind of surprising and scary at the same time. But anyway, but yeah, it's just.
You should apply to Radio Shack.
There's probably a prize around somewhere.
Prize! Oh my god, we still have a prize in California.
Do you really?
Somewhere down. I remember seeing one when I was like going down to LA. I don't know where it's at though.
Holy crap!
It may not be there anymore.
Yeah, that's so I was like, it's probably not there anymore, but in recent years.
But yeah, it's just, just having something like this and people who appreciate the things we do and the community we created to help anybody who comes through is just, heartwarming, and makes me able to do this going forward with everything we do, regardless criticisms or whatnot we get. That's with all my podcasts. Now this podcast, of all my podcasts, well, excluding The Witcher, because The Witcher does its own thing, this community and everything's so much bigger than any of my other podcasts. And like when I was making the show, and me and Steve and Trey, when we were figuring out the show and whatnot, coming up with it, like I was doing research and I was like, maybe I would do. Originally, this was going to be a Final Fantasy 14 podcast, Not gonna lie.
Not surprised.
And then I think it was, I don't know if it was Steven or Trey. I think it might have been both of them. It's like, well, why don't we do just all of Final Fantasy? And I was like, yeah, why stick with one game? Why not do all? And I was looking on through like different on like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and it's like, let's see what else is around there. Nothing that encompasses Final Fantasy as a whole with lore or anything. It's always like divvied up typically with 7 or 14. It's like one of the two. And there may be some audio dramas around there too. So, but nothing lore wise. So I was like, oh, well, I already know what we're doing. And, you know, with the series as it is, and there's 16 mainline games, 30 plus, you know, mini game or side games, Final Fantasy games still coming out to this day. Final Fantasy manga is still being written. Like, it's, you know, this is just much like Star Wars. This ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere. Wolf of Wall Street mic drop. We ain't going nowhere.
I'm not leaving.
By the way, I as I've been playing 14, I'm thinking about the number of episodes on 14. It's kind of severely lacking. So I'm just, you know, just a little, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll
eventually.
eventually.
If you want to do some villains, I can
I
think
mean,
of one in particular which would actually fit the
we already know what villain from 14 we're gonna go over to. It's just
we talked about
me
it,
getting to the point in the story where I'm not like spoiled on anything.
True passed you up, so
I know I did. I totally passed you up, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I've just been MSQing all day, every day. Although I think you got me being on the raids because I haven't. It seems like the raids you've exceeded me.
Yeah, I try to when I go through each expansion, try to do all the raids and the side stuff before I dive back into the MSQ. That
I'm
way,
still doing Bahamut coils, man.
Because a lot of
me
the
too. I think
I'm soloing that thing like.
Because you'll get different dialogue with certain characters if you did the raid previously.
I
and stuff
totally
like
missed
that,
out
and
with the Bahamut coil. I'm like, yo, this story's hella good. I totally missed all of this.
Especially
because I'm
the
level
very
90.
end.
And I'm just,
The very end of Bahamut Coil is awesome, and you'll get a lot more like backstory. I don't want to spoil it or anything.
don't spoil it because I'm not there yet. So don't
Okay.
Too bad the loot sucks.
This loot's not that great. No, the fight's awesome. The fight's great, and
Even
like
for glamour?
Even as a glamour.
I mean, I just finished the Nier Automata raids, so which, I mean, they're cool, and I did get a lot of the minions and well, you get like when you do the first one, you get 2P's like outfit, which you know I clearly can't wear because I'm not a female character, so I can put that on my
Great, no.
retainer.
That's what I did. I created a female alt so I can have
There you go.
Petition to let us wear any clothes.
I know. That's
Would
a
be
shame.
nice.
Why can't I just wear
I'm-
whatever I want? Why is there a
I'm
gender
not-
specific?
Hey,
yeah, I'm not stopping until
What
I see
happens,
Ben wear
Square?
the Nier
Let's
Automata
get some
glamour.
progression in this game.
Yeah, right.
My character came wear the Clive outfit. I'm like, that's a cool looking one too.
I have that one. I do have that one. That's great.
I still just want to see Ben as a dancer. That's all I'm asking for.
I have a dancer. It's level 60. I have all the
Keep
jobs.
leveling it. Level it so
I
you
wanna-
can get the job specific gear.
I want to level up
Okay.
Dancer ever since you said that it looks like Sora's outfit.
It really does. Yeah.
Does it really?
I currently have that one on right now. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's the whatever tombstone that you get for Endwalker.
Oh, it's the tombstone
Dancer.
armor. Gotcha. Okay, it's not the actual artifact armor.
Crystarium Poetics. That's what you're talking about, right?
Crendium. Crenedium? Something like that.
Hey, true to the pod, everybody.
We cannot pronounce anything, y'all.
I'm not that far in the story, so I can't help you.
I think even if you were, the likelihood of you actually helping is
It's true.
Probably not. Oh gosh. Well, I think that's we're about wrap up here because this has gone a little bit longer than normal. But again, all you guys, thank you supporting the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this awesome community, because this is amazing. I haven't been able to do anything like this for any of my other pods, surprisingly, because this is the one pod I had the most patrons on. So thank you, and hope that we see more new people join us every month. That'd be awesome to see new people join us. And I know a lot of people have been joining the Discord recently from Robots Radio, from the Cups Podcast, and more. I got pinged the other day from someone saying, "Hey, can you send me the link?" Did that. So hey, I'm here for it. I'm all seeing new people. So
we need Evil Steve to come on so we can debate 9.
Evil Steve.
Where you at, Evil Steve?
Who's Evil Steve?
The one who left that comment.
Yeah, the comment.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well,
Anti-Steve.
Anti-Steve. Did any of you guys have anything to shout out before we end the show? Anything you're working on, or any shout outs as a whole, or anything like that? No?
Working on leveling in 14.
Yeah, same. Sometimes I'll stream it on Twitch.
Where you at, Purple? Where you at? Where you at right now?
I'm just started the missions after Ultimate Weapon, where they introduce like the primals and stuff.
Okay, so you're in post AR now.
late game.
Post AR, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get to the other primals, and then you'll get.
You got a ways to go.
Yeah, you have a little bit of ways to go, but hey, like the MSQ.
That post ARR is a grind.
Take your time.
Yeah.
It is a grind, but there's some really cool scenes in it, specifically with Robon. Just saying.
Oh,
such good stuff. Is that post AR or is that in Heaven's Ward?
No, it's post
It's post AR.
It is
You're right.
post AR. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's before. Yeah, that's before Heaven's Ward. Okay.
2 levels away from unlocking Gunbreaker. That day happens, and I'm gonna be the happiest man alive.
You're almost 60. All right.
Yeah.
Can you unlock Gunbreaker if you've gone through? Like, you just need level 60.
You just need
the quest.
Level 60.
You just need
unlock a bunch of new
the
jobs.
most recent expansion, and then being subscribed. That's it. And then once you hit that level, you can unlock it, and you can use it whenever. Doesn't matter.
You can use it, but you can't do the job quests until you've reached certain points in the MSQ.
Oh, that's what
MSQ, right?
Yeah, you can do 60 to 70 without being in the current expansion, or like in the Shadowbringer expansion. But once you can't do, yeah, because I've done it.
70 to 80 stops.
70 to 80
they
stops
cap you
where
for sure. Yeah, they cap
70 80 is
So
where
is it
you have to
usually about
wait
like
for.
10 to 20 levels per expansion?
Yeah, after ARR is 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. They're all expansions.
It's just yeah, base game's 1 to 50, and then everything after is 10 levels.
Now we're at 100.
Yep. And they don't know what they're gonna. They don't know what they're gonna do with after Dawn Trail. We don't know what
110.
level. That's what they're thinking, but there's also been talks about doing a different style of leveling.
No,
but
What if they reset the universe again?
because it's specifically no, don't do it again.
It blows up again.
Because it's something. It's
A realm
specifically
reborn
with
again.
it's specifically with the number crunching and everything with the stats.
I was gonna say
that's
other MMOs
why-
have like compressed levels and like maybe gone 5 per expansion, and then you're up to 50 by the end of Dawn Trail. Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, so
I
we
mean,
don't know how
11's
they're
max
going to
is-
do it.
Yeah, like 11's max is only level 99.
Boo. Then we
Because
see what happened
it's
to
all
them.
with stats, because when they did Dawn Trail, they had to
Rip.
reconfigure all the stats in the entire game just so they can get from 90 to 100. So
Boss
we'll
Girl
see.
said the 8th calamity.
No, I just effing stopped that. No, I just stopped that calamity. No, I don't want to know.
Did
Don't
you?
want to do it. Just shut up. Stop
Did he?
talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is where we're going to end the show. So, everybody, thank you again and listen to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.